All right, guys, welcome back. Let me do a tack check. Girth checking, be careful. Oh, that's nice and snug. Let me check the other side. Oops, sorry, buddy. Okay. All right, let's do a tack check over here. How you doing?
Good.
What holes is Gus on over here?
6 all around.
6 all around? Okay, so he's good. Hi, buddy. Just double check. Fingers going in. Good. Good. All right, Miss T, you're up first. Here. Overhead, good. I know you know how to do this, so I'm just repeating. Yep. Good. Shorten the reins in case you move, that you have them.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, let's smooth block. You got him?
Yep.
On the rim, you just test the brakes and see how he's feeling today, okay? All right, big gusaroo.
Gus.
All right, walk around again. That's okay. Let's face his nose towards the corner. Oh, grass. Okay, you got him. Shorten the reins. Go. Okay. All right, all riders, as you're walking, I want you to test the brakes by sitting up tall, thinking about halting with just using your seat bones and maybe your voice. So leg, seat, and hands, just think. Leg, seat, hands, voice, excuse me. Just think more voice and seat. Popcorn bowl, sit deep on your neutral pelvis and hold in your core. Good. Hands should be softly closed on the reins. Use your deep breathing too to halt your horse. So T, very well done. When you do it, just make sure you stick your chest out and don't lean back at all. Good. Good. And he dropped his head as soon as you did that. Good on Gus. Soften your hand. There we go. Good. Good. Close your fingers. Okay, as we're practicing the halt, what rein are we using? Indirect or direct? Direct rein. To keep Gus in the corners, what rein do we need to use? Indirect. You got it. Can you show me in the next corner your use of your leg, seat, and hands to keep him in the corner with the indirect rein? Close your fingers. Nice position on side. More inside leg, more inside leg. Good, better. You got deep in that corner. Very well done. Good. All right, let's do some shoulder rolls 10 times. Everybody should be breathing. This is the opportunity for you to start feeling your horse's walk gait pattern. Thinking about your footfall patterns. Letting your hips relax. Good. After your shoulder circles, half circle and change direction. This is also a time to figure out how your horse is feeling. Do you feel like they have a lot of energy? Do you feel like they're not responding? Because if they're not responding at the walk, do you think they're going to be harder at the trot? Definitely. Good. So this is your way of kind of looking at your horse. Does your horse feel stiff? All right, next, to get you guys continued to warm up, circle in every corner 10 meters. Who can tell me the size of a 10 meter approximately in this ring is what?
Halfway across and a quarter of the way down.
Good explanation. Look at the mathematician. I like it. Well done, Noah. Lift your inside shoulder and rib cage. Again, think of that balloon on your inside rib cage, lifting up your rib cage and your shoulder and pressing your seat bones down. Good, T. So start making a plan in your head, Tegan, with Sai. Nice round circle. Good. Drive him a little bit more forward so he lifts his nose. Oh, there you go. Good. So he's not overbent. Good boy. There you go. Right there. Inside leg. If he starts to fall in, what can you do? You can do an opening rein. What can you do with your bottom? Correct. Weight shift to the outside seat bone. Good. These circles are looking pretty round. Good job. And also, to make sure they're paying attention, starting with our circles, make sure you get a meaningful walk down the long sides. So if they're kind of pokey, you want to make sure that you give them the leg aids, squeezing maybe all together at once or alternating to see if your horse will respond to either one better. Nice. Nice. That's a beautiful start to your round circle. Good. I like how his nose is bent to the inside. He's now overbent in general. Good job. Squeeze. Soften your elbows a little bit. And again, if he starts to hold and pull on you, soften and take back. Give and take back. All right, Noah, did he extend on the long side?
Yes.
Good. A little bit. We'll take a little bit for him waking up. Good decision, T. You can circle in those two corners too, and then we'll be done with that warm-up activity. For this direction, I should say. Good. All right, is that 4 circles already? Or this is the third one? Okay. All right, you're on. All right, Noah, drop that left shoulder. Good, T. I like how your eyes are looking where you want to go. Good with getting Gus into the corner. All right, why don't we do this? When you get to the rail, half circle, change direction. And let's do 2 more circles in each corner just to make them a little more even with their warm-up and your warm-up. And T, you can stay down here for your circles. And let's do what we did last time we're each going to have our own side of the arena to start. So wherever you are right now, so Noah, you're at C side and Tegan, you're at A side. All right, after you finish 2 circles, start making your half, or cut your ring in half and stay on your rail. Both tracking left. Good. As your horses are getting warmed up, start thinking about your collection aids. What aids do you use to start your collection?
Half halt on the outside and inside leg.
Half halt on the outside, inside leg, and what else? One more thing. What supports your inside leg? Your inside elbow and hand, that's right. So it's half hold, outside rein, inside leg, inside hand. Half hold, outside rein, inside leg pressure, inside hand pressure. Depending on your horse, if they start pulling on you, you can separate your wrists And then bring them closer back together. Good. And Noah, you'll know in one direction it's harder for him to collect. So it's going to take a little bit more leg. With him, usually the answer is more leg. Thinking about when you apply the pressure on your calf, it should be more calf, not heels. You're applying the pressure. Visualize in your head you're pushing their rib cage over to bump their rib cage out on the other side. Good job, guys. Next thing I want you to think of is, as you're working on collection, to drive them forward. When I say forward, I mean collected. If I say fast, usually that means they're not collected. So I want you to drive them forward and trying to keep in the box. And I'll remind you, the box means if their head is in outline in the box, you know the box, that means they're collected. If their nose is outside of the box, that means they're on contact. If their head is above the box, then they're the dragon head, and we need to get them back down and collected. Anybody have any questions? Nope. All right, since you're both at the largest circle, let's pick up the posting trot, and your girth is good. I know your girth is good too on the numbers. Let's pick up the posting trot, make one full circle, and then start making smaller concentric circles. So spiral in after this circle, maintaining that the focal point is C or A. Elbows should be connected to your sides. Only post as high as your horse is pushing you. Good boy, Sai. Good boy, Gussie. Good. Noah, I like how you're giving with your outside rein to let them bend around you, like that crescent moon we talked about. T, separate your hands a little bit. And smile and breathe. You're doing good. How does he feel right now, Tegan? Good. How does he feel right now, Noah?
Very good.
Very good. What do you think about both of your horses' rhythm and tempo? Pretty good, right? So they both have really good cadence today. Their rhythm and tempo is good. Nobody's rushing right now in these trot circles. Good. When you're doing the trot circles, what are we thinking about for our position the most? Inside rib cage. Good. Push that rib cage up. Fill it with air. Good. Once you do the smallest circle, change direction and do it again in the opposite direction. Spiral in or spiral out. Good. I like that you changed your posting diagonal. You're very focused. Lift that rib cage. Close your fingers, everybody. He is very rhythmic today.
Yeah.
Good. So, who can tell me the collection aids? Half halt on the... That's right. Good. Noah, what are the collection aids?
Outside, inside leg, and then use your inside hand to keep it together.
Correct. Good job. So our goal today is bending and collection. And then I know our last lesson we worked on serpentines. We may do that in the end also. All right. When you're done with that, spiral in or spiral out, let me know. We'll give your horses a break. Once you've done it in both directions. His trot, his metronome trot is making me a little sleepy, I think. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Take a break. You can give him a long rein, give him some scratches. What a good boy. All right, Noah, that's good. Do you think that last circle was small for him? Maybe a teeny bit. So next time we'll just do a little bit larger. All right, for our next bending, so this is one of the warm-ups for bending too. Let's do our other thing that we do with quarter line. So T, why don't you get started at A? You can start picking up the reins. Gus, you can let him walk until A with a loose rein to give him a little bit of a break. And then you can start quarter line, focusing on your rib cage. Good, very nice position. Just breathe a little bit more, relax your shoulders down. Really thinking about that leg at the girth, looking for your turn, good. He likes this one. Good, you can gather the reins with Gus and start the exercise quarter to quarter. Good, lift that shoulder. I like the straight line, T, very nice. Good too, Gus, straight line looks good. They're both doing much better with their straight lines. Good. Good, just avoid these little standing pole barriers. Oh, it's like synchronized right now. Good. When you're doing your straight line, there's something called a target. Pick a target that you can focus your eyes on for your straight line. So you can focus on the wall. You could focus on if there were trees in the background, the shed in the background back there, and that will help you stay straight. And this should be really warming up your legs because you're really pushing, right? And using those inside legs every turn. Good, Tegan. I like that he's even paying attention with the long rein. And T, when you get back on the rail at C, track left and stay on the rail. And Noah, keep finishing, and then when you get back to the rail, you can track left. Okay, so Tegan, since you're in front where you're going to be, my coat, we're going to be the leader. I forgot my coat. He's like, what is that? I'm taking it away, don't worry. You're going to be our leader. So next activity we have for bending is our bending line. So you see our standing poles at B and E. And I want you to come on this side of the pole, the X side of the poles, okay? I want your horse slow and controlled. You can pick up the trot, shorten your reins when you're ready. And we're just going to do the bending line to start. Posting trot. So remember, eyes are up looking where you want to go. Good decision with Gus to circle. Good, so I'm going to review. So you're doing a 2-loop serpentine right now. So all riders, do you know the bending line? Okay, so look at what Noah's doing. That's okay. That's why I like having 2 riders doing the same thing. So keep going, that's okay. So we'll start with the bending line. I didn't get a chance. I should have made you walk longer to explain it, so that was totally my fault. So you'll stay on the rail. You'll get deep in the corner. And then it's almost like a teeny serpentine. He likes that visual support. So what I want you guys to think about is getting deep in the corner at F and then doing a diagonal line to B. But remember we talked about last time I showed you the picture of the arc? So now this is the baby arc. And this is going to help you practice again using your aids, using your inside leg, using your eyes to focus where you're going. Good, tuck your chin in, Noah. There you go, good. When he starts looking around, T, Soften, there you go, soften. You can open and close the reins. You can pull back with your inside elbow. You can do a doorknob check on the outside to make them pay attention. Are you holding him back a little bit today?
Yeah.
I can see that. You're doing an excellent job. Heels should be down. Good. Thumb should be towards the sky and fingers should be closed. Good. I like the tempo for both of you guys. Nice collection right there. Good. I like how you're noticing when he does the fake, breaking of the vertebrae, overbending, that you're correcting him. Good job. Good. Don't shorten the reins anymore, Tegan, okay? Separate your hands a little bit. He's got those big shoulders. Good on Gus. Chest up, chin up. I know it's bright out here. Good. Last time. And then Miss T, you're going to cut across F to H across the diagonal and change direction and do the same activity. All right. I'm going to ask you a question. Which leg are you going to use right now?
Inside.
And now which one? Right now, to get him back on the rail, which leg did you use? That's right. Good. All right. Cut across the diagonal. Working on your straight lines, straight to the letter. The letter should be above your horse's ears and nice and straight. You want to make sure you make H. Half halt with him when he brings his nose up on the outside. Go straight to H. Good. All right, T. And then start the bending line again. Make sure you both check your posting diagonal. T, is your posting diagonal correct?
No?
Yeah, no, it's a trick question. It's correct. It's correct. And circle on Gussie. Lift your shoulder. Lean away from me. Better. Good. And right now your head is kind of like this. You got to tuck your chin. There you go. Good. Now you're totally aligned. Your ears should be over your shoulders. Good. Lift this right rib cage, T. Push your heel down. Think about more thigh, less heel. Good. Toes pointed as much as you can towards his nose. If anybody needs a break, they got to let me know. Inside rib cages should be open and full of air. Good boy. Good. One more time around and then we'll take a break for our horses. Guys are doing great today. Look good. Very solid positions today. Gus likes this bending line the most. All right, T, when you get to V for victory, you could ask him to walk. And I want you to look at glance down at how far back your leg. Sometimes when you're trying to use your inside, you're bending your knee. So think about hug versus knee, okay? Good job. Let them have a loose rein. Circle and Gus. He likes Sai. He wants to come close to Sai. Okay, what did you find challenging and what did you find easy?
Getting him to pay attention enough to bend correctly.
Good. Getting him to pay attention. So you had to use all of your aids, right? Well done. Noah, what was easy? What was hard, maybe?
I'm remembering to adjust my shoulders, but I'm adjusting the wrong way.
Okay. If you think about your shoulders match your horse's shoulder, so sometimes that I visualize that when I ride to help me say, oh, we're going this way, I'm going to go this way. But if you use your eyes, usually it'll open up your shoulders, and just every time you make that turn, if you open up that ribs to fill it up with air, you usually have the right seat bone, and it's very helpful. But it takes a lot of planning, right? You have to think about everything. And the people that say, oh, people just get on and ride, they don't ride. All right, as you're cooling them out, I'm going to change the poles. Letting them rest for a minute, I should say. I'm changing the poles to approximately X. One of my favorite exercises is the shallow loop serpentine. So who can tell me what the shallow loop serpentine is? Or tell me what you're gonna do.
Go on a diagonal from the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Have your crescent moon, and then come back to the other corner.
You got it. Did you hear that, Mr. Noah? You got it. You remember that, right? All right, cool. So this will be your little visual support, and I'll stand in the middle, so, you know, don't run Miss Peck over. All right, so we'll give them a break a little bit longer, and then maybe why don't we start at A? So T, since you're first, you'll start it, and we're just going to go around a couple of times and do it in this direction, and then we'll change direction. They should be really warmed up for their canter work. Gus is going to be like, whoa, this is a lot of work today. Good, so why don't we do it at the walk first? Get the horses to recognize what they're doing, and for you to really think about their movement, their footfall pattern, and what aids you need to do to successfully complete it. Good, T. So when you do it at the trot, you'll be over a little bit more. So this will be more of an arc, okay? But I'll take it if you could do a bend like this. What you're doing right now is pretty fabulous. I like it, actually. As long as you make your letters, you start at K, you arc at X. He's going to take a lot of inside leg, Noah, to make the arc, okay? Good, one more time at the walk, and then we'll start it at the trot. Good decision, Noah. Lift those shoulders. Is he coming to me?
He's trying to follow his gut.
Oh, okay. Good boy. Left leg, look for your F. Good. Now weight shift towards F. So when you trot, this diagonal line has to be a little over more, okay? Good. Same thing, a little closer to M. This little arc here. Good. Inside leg, turn your toes in more. And when you turn your toes in, you can rotate from your hip joint, and that will put your leg in better alignment. That heel, hip, shoulder, ear. Good. Are you on the correct posting diagonal? Yes, good. Good boy, good. Good, look for your turn, make H. Nice diagonal line, T, very straight, good. Very nice on Gussie. And arc. Good job, guys. Nice turns, nice making it back to H. It's a lot of focus and planning. Now, I'm gonna add in, start thinking about your collection aids. The more you start to use your collection aids, the more they become automatic. So as soon as you get back on the rail, every time you get on the rail, think about that outside hand, half halt, inside leg, inside hand. Until you get to the next corner, keep using those aids for collection. He said, oh, it's a lot of work, Mom. I can't do it. Good. And next time around, T, get a little closer to K before you turn. Same thing, Gussie. Little closer to K. But this H line is really nice, guys. Go after H to M, work on your collection aids. Close your fingers, inside leg. T, push your heel down close to the girth. Think girth, girth, girth. Good. It's a lot of work. If you guys need a break, you got to let me know too. You guys are troopers. Chest up, shoulders are relaxed. When you get back to the rail, Gussie, circle and flatten out your reins. Good. One more time. Fix your stirrup tee. Get a little closer to the ball of your foot. Eyes up, chest up. Separate your hands just a little bit. There we go. Good. Ah, that was your best arc yet. Much better, T. You see the difference? That was actually quite perfect. Come on, Gussie. You can do it. Inside leg. He said so much work. Nice arc. All right, this will be your last line, and then when you get to A, you can walk. When you do your transition from trot to walk, I want to make sure you give them a half hold, keep them collected or on contact as much as possible, and don't let them fall apart. Let me see it. Take a deep breath. Good job. Well done. Give him a scratch. Good job. Same thing for Gussie. Don't let him just pump the brakes. I like how you got after him. Lift your right shoulder and hold them together. Walk a couple steps. Good job, Noah. And there you go. Good boy. Give your horses a pat. All right, I'll move the poles again while you're fixing and relaxing a little bit. Good. When you're relaxing, make sure you still maintain your proper alignment in the saddle in case they get scared by something. And while you're walking around, I want you to look at your visual aids on the ground. How deep are the trenches that you made with your arcs and your diagonal lines? Are they really close together, like a foot, or are they 5 feet apart? Do they look close together? Pretty close, right? You can see the grooves and see the diagonal lines. And I appreciate you not getting too close to X because that's where I was standing. I appreciate that. But if I wasn't there, you get a little closer to X and these actually would touch. So these would actually touch. Okay. Now, any questions about collection and bending? Not so much. All right. So moving right along with our natural progression, we're going to let them rest a little bit longer. It's kind of warm. All that collection work is hard. Sigh. Good. Yes, if you need to stretch, that's fine too. Just make sure you hold the reins. Oh, you got them. Okay. I was like, they look like you didn't have them. Good. And then Noah, when you get to center line, come down center line. Let me just check the girth one more time before we do our canter work. Same thing, T. When you get to C, you're going to come down center line. I'll check your girth one more time.
This is good because now that I'm thinking about it, I think one of them is still 5. I think one of them's still on 5.
No, I checked it. 5 and 6. Yeah, I think 6 and 6 is too tight for him actually.
Okay.
So that's why I left it 5 and 6. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Flatten out that rein.
I think it might be eternally twisted.
Okay, eternally twisted.
We should work on center lines too.
We can do that too because we need to practice
I haven't
that.
worked on that with him yet.
Okay, so we'll definitely work on that. I always feel like I can go one more with him sometimes before he canters. Okay. Hold this and do this. Can you hold that for us? Thank you. There we go. There we go. I have to right hold it. That's great. Okay, walk on. All right, we can work on that too.
I'm not choosing too bad. Okay, we're game.
All right, and what we can do on our cool down, maybe, Tegan, if you remind me, we could work on just straight lines down the center line. All right, when you guys are ready, you can gather up the reins. Starting at letter C, we're going to do our 3-loop serpentine. Let's do it at the walk first. That way it'll give them a chance to relax a little bit and stop the heavy breathing. So remember the precise movements of the 3-loop serpentine are that your straight line should be between RSVP. Anybody tell me, should they be on the X side or the not X side?
X side.
The X side. So today I do not have any visual markers for the RSVP. So it's going to take you planning ahead in order to make your marks, okay? Remember, dressage is about precision and precise movements. And the more points you can get for any little thing, right? That's what we want. Good. Lift your shoulders. Good. Push your heels down and your toes rotate from your hips. In. Good. Gus says, I'm awake. Good. And as you're doing your walk, again, we're working on our collection aids. Keeping our hands separated and not crossing over our horse's manes. Soften your elbows for a second, Miss T. And squeeze. There you go. Good. Better. Oh, potty break. Can you whoa? Everybody whoa for a second? Thank you. So it's in one spot. Right in the line. Okay. I'm going to have to leave it. That's okay. That gives you a visual marker right there. Good. So on the left side of P. Good. All right. When you're ready, Mr. Noah, you can pick up the posting trot. I think we practiced this enough. We don't need to walk it again. Good. When you start to look for your posting diagonal, I want you to start practicing looking down with only your eyes and not dropping your head, okay? Okay. Keep your hands soft and closed. So was that on the left side of P or the right side of P?
The right side.
Good. So we got to make sure we're on the left side of P and the left side of S. Close your hands. Remember, every loop in the serpentine is that arc. It's that bending line, right? Thumbs up. Close your hands. Nice. He's on a good contact today, right? Can you get him to go a little bit more forward? Chest up, chin up. Are we having fun yet? Go to the left side of S. Good. So I might have to circle at S just to give a little bit more space. Good. I'm going to stand still. Good. Push that heel down. Stay close to the girth. Oh, a little sharp, right? But I have to tell you, he got his hind over. He listened. No, when you get to K, cut across the diagonal and change direction. Same thing, T. Thinking about your straight lines. Ears. Straight to letter M. And then start your 3-loop serpentine. Chest up, shoulders up. Inside elbow. So when he tugs on you like that, I want you to separate. Turn the doorknob with your outside hand. Good. Just pick one hand, okay? Good. Push him over. Weight shift to M. Good. Now your 3-loop. Thumbs and hands just a little bit. Eyes up, eyes up. Keep that left hand down. Good, Noah. I like your planning. I see you looking. I see you glancing for the letters. Good. Again, thinking about your bending arcs. Thinking about your collection aids. It's a lot of stuff to plan and think ahead. Your straight lines and then your change of bend after center line. I like how you got deep in the corner, T. Nice. Same thing, Noah. Very nice corner. However, Remember, after A, you don't have to go so deep with the pattern. That's pretty good right there, T. You cut just the triangle off the corner. Good, you can take a break. I think he might need a break. So on your terms, get him to trot a little bit more and then we'll take a break. Finish the serpentine and then we'll break. He said, oh, it's a lot of work. Good boy. Nice straight line, T. Nice arc. Okay, and then you can walk at C or M. Sit up tall, elbows. Good, T. Give your horses a scratch. All right, so we did our bending line. We did our shallow loop. We did our 3 loop. And now we'll do our canter work, okay? So we will continue along the other exercise that we did with canter work. But we're going to do it in the other direction, which is his stronger direction, because we're building his strength and endurance and flexibility. You're going to work on both, but after we get him warmed up to that point. We'll see how he feels, okay? Sounds good. Are you guys out of breath or you're good? You're good? A little bit, yeah. So the difference between, Gus, you're driving forward. Cy, you're sitting on using all of your seat to keep him back together. So it's 2 different types of rides. Good. You can give him more of his head too. Let him baby brain for a second. There you go. He starts doping it around. So I never asked, why is it important to collect a horse?
To work on their flexibility.
Good. Work on their flexibility. What else, Noah?
I don't know.
Okay. So think about Sir. You see how Sir's back is? There's no muscle on his back. So we give him all these supplements to help him. So working on collection and getting him to use his muscles and his abdominals to pull towards the withers will strengthen up the top line by the withers and the back. Yep. And so if you have so think about it. If the horse has a weak back and now they have to support themselves and holding their belly, now we put a 100-pound rider on them. And if they're not strong, then the belly just kind of like Cash. Like prime example is Cash. So he's all belly and no back. So he's working on lifting his belly to support himself and then a rider on top. So it also helps for the horses that are stronger to be a little more supple and flexible, but it's all about strength and endurance too. So there's a lot of different things, especially for the movement patterns in dressage. We don't want their head down and their back hollowed out and not supporting their rider for the executing the higher level movements. So does that make more sense when I give my little demonstrations and examples of horses? Good. All right. So did we track right yesterday or the other day? Cantering this way, right? Yeah. Okay, so this was the trot and that was against. Good. I'm glad you remember. Wow. Because I want to start our good way and see how it goes. All right, one more lap and then we'll start our canter work.
I'm expecting to have a good bit of energy.
I expect so. So you telling me that, what kind of leg aids are you going to give him?
Lighter legs.
Super light, yes. Lighter, just squeeze and let him go. What I don't want him to do is lift his head up. So right before you ask him to canter, half halt, inside leg, inside hand, half halt, and then, use your canter aids, outside leg back, inside leg at the girth. And with Gussie yesterday, I think I might have figured something a little bit more about him. We got the other canter lead 4 times. He was trained, I think, Western, where sometimes they bend his head to the outside, and he did it then.
Okay.
So we can try that. Let's see how it goes. But the kissing and the bending to the outside, I don't want those to be bad habits, but we need to build up his strength and endurance, so we work with what we have for now. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so we did the 3 loop serpentine. Now we're gonna move to our 2-loop serpentine with half the serpentine as a canter. Any questions on how to execute it? No? No? Okay. I want you to continue to think about your trot part of the serpentine, the arc, the bending, the rhythm, and making sure your horses aren't going fast, slow, fast, slow. All right, you guys, are you ready? All right. So Noah, can you hold for a second and let me think about where we're going to start here. Let's half circle and change direction. Okay, let's do it at the walk first, and then we'll do it at the trot and canter. So T, you're going to start our 2-loop in this direction, starting at C. Thinking about your arcs, your straight lines, and your change in bend. Like the picture that I drew with the crescent moon of where your legs should be. Outside behind the girth, inside at the girth. That you should be supporting him with the outside rein so he can't overbend. Come on. Breathe. There you go. Lift your inside rib cage and start to look for your E. Open and close the reins when he does that, okay? I should be more exact and precise, so separate your wrists, but keep your hands closed and soft. Good. Good bend. Nice. Very nice arc. And then when you arc from E, that's when you would have your canter departure. Little straighter, wait for it, quarter line, and turn. Good. For him, Noah, you might have to weight shift on the outside more when you canter. Good, and then 2-loop again in this direction, but Noah, you're going to trot this one. Okay? Nice, very nice. Closer to X. Change the bend. Inside leg. Good, and then when you get to H, you're gonna halt and wait for Noah to catch up, okay? Good. Give him some scratches. Good, change the bend and inside leg. Weight shift outside. All right, and pick up the posting trot T. He's already ready, he knows. Circle, Mr. Noah. Good job staying apart. 2-loop serpentine. Get ready for your aids for the canter departure and get ready and go. Launch. Good, get back on the rail and trot at A. Keep that hand low on the outside. Let's just stick with one trot now, okay? We'll stick with trotting for now. So you do the one canter and canter, hands in the middle. All right, Mr. Noah, so he's gonna take a little bit more energy today, right? So what I want you to do is think about, can you walk for a second on Poseidon? Good. He's gonna take a little more energy. Maybe we should have did it in the beginning like last time, right? That's okay. And what you can do is next time you come around, you can do a sit trot here and then launch, okay? All right, posting trot into the canter. Good. Bending towards me. Bending away from me. And canter. Sit up tall. Good. Much better, T. Outside seat bone. And trot at A. Sit up tall. Good. All right. Energy, energy. And blow kisses. Up, he's trying. Up, up. There he goes. Awesome sauce. And TROT at A. Fix your stirrups. Well done, Noah. But see how much more energy? Yeah, he knows now. What are we doing? Good. Open and close the reins. Half halt outside. Turn the doorknob if you have to. Good, T. Way to go. Keep your hands down on the outside. Noah. Ready, T? Relax your shoulders down. Breathe. And bend away. Well done. Heels. Heels. Sit up tall. Good. So, T, try separating your wrists when he does that, okay? All right, Noah, I want to hear some kisses at the horse. And canter. I didn't hear one kiss. You did? I didn't hear it. I was too loud, I think. All right, keep going. Open and close. All right, T, at C, a halt, and then trot off. Drop your hands. Soften your elbows and trot. He's raring to go, huh? Separate your wrists when he does that. Close your fingers. And canter. Good, T. And trot at A. And halt at F. And stand at F. You ready? Keep that elbow down towards your side. And canter. Canter. Good. Hands are low. Give him his head. Go. Good job. And post. And go, T. Canter, T. Go. Good. Stay on the rail and canter. Up, counter canter. So put them back together at M. Put them back together. Fix your position. Good, T. Sit up tall. Weight shift outside seat bone. Sit deeper on your seat bones. Good. Let them go, Noah. Drop your hands. There you go. Sit up tall. Outside bump. Inside leg supports. Outside leg is the driving force. Inside leg supports. If you start to feel your horse slowing down, it might be because you're pulling. Post, post, post. Or you might have lost your balance. So the horse is now going to trot. Good. Give him a long range. Stretchy trot. Go. Good boy. Stretchy trot. Go, go, go. Beautiful. Chin up. Look at me. Chin. Tuck your chin back. No, Gus. Gus said, ooh, let's go. Well done, guys. All right, you got very smart knowing your horse. Good. So keep the reins about that loose. That's it. No more than that. Good. Post from your zipper. Remember, from your zipper, the bottom of it. Much better, T. That's a little post. I like it. Gus said, I'm getting tired. Good. When you get to A, Tegan, you can give him a break. When you get to V, you can give Gus a break. No reins. I just want you to sit on your seat bones. And say walk. I want to see if he would stop without the... Now he's ready to go. Good. Let's half circle and change direction. So we're going to not do the serpentine in this direction since it's both of their hard directions. And let's see how they feel today. We can try the canter twice. Again, we don't want to teach them bad habits if they're physically unable to do something, right? So we'll try. But well done. How did you think your serpentine went? Pretty good, yeah. We got to use bigger words. How did you think your serpentine went?
It went good. He was collected. Mm-hmm. Takeoffs were really good. He got into the corners.
Yeah, especially here. I have to tell you, compared to the last lesson, he was very straight. He was really bent in the corner. So really good. In the arc, very nice. But I also can tell how hard you were working.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he did it. It was like you making him do it. And he was responsive. So it was good. Alrighty. So let's start with T. Let's give T a little break. Let's circle back around to M. Big circle, B to E, back to M. And then T, after Gussie, you'll cut across B to E so he has some room. So I was like, I'm tired. We're almost done, Sai Sai.
I'm used to working these 9 times a week.
Yeah, he's doing good.
Times a week. Not 3 times.
Mr. Sai Sai. His head is like down. All right, so look at me for a second. So what I want you to do is think about your lower leg position like this. I want you to take this hand and just pull it back just by the elbow and blow him a kiss and say the word canter. Okay, you ready? Let's make a small circle first and then circle back to M, and that's when you do that, okay? Okay. And he might not get in the first try because he's one of those horses like, oh, you asked me, I'm not sure. Then you ask again, now I know what you're doing. Lift your right shoulder. You ready? And do it. Do the aids we just said. Canter. Oh, he's trying. You saw that, right? Come back, B to E. So keep that left hand down. You can even shorten it just a little bit. All right, T, you want to take a bigger break?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, keep going. That's okay. All right, Noah, when you get back to M, you're going to just make a 10-meter circle and then circle back for the canter, okay? I want you to not shorten the reins any more than they are right now, okay? He's trying. He's thinking about it. So you missed the circle. You need the circle first. And that way he stays a little more balanced. So you do the 10-meter circle first. That's okay. Take your time. When you come back to C and M, do that circle in the corner. Keep that left elbow and shoulder down.
Inside.
Good. And then you're going to do what I said with the aids, with the left hand. Keep that right hand forward a little bit. He's just trying. He can't figure out his feet, I'm telling you. Lift the inside shoulder and rib cage. All right, are you ready? Now. Canter. He said, nope, I don't have enough momentum. Try in the next corner. Circle, sit the trot at F. Outside elbow, canter. Outside leg. No, so you know what? Loosen the reins by 1/4 of an inch. There you go. Now circle. Just pull your elbows back. Good. When you get to K, I need a real meaningful ask. Remember, so we said we're only going to try a couple of times today. And now left elbow down and back. Canter. Nope. So I just felt the same rhythm and cadence. So again, I'm on the ground, so I don't feel how much pressure you're giving him. So I feel like you can give him more pressure. What do you think? That's what I wasn't sure, because we've been riding for an hour. So why don't we try this? Why don't we try right here? While Miss T is kind of giving her horse a break, why don't we try right here? Good. Around me. Good. And when you start to bend, ask now. So look at your left hand. So when you do that, he reverts to his Western brain. So that you just did a neck rein. So that's what he's doing. So you really have to stay those statue hands. All right, are you ready? Ask now. Canter. Outside leg, sit. So you're still posting. You have to sit and ask. Ask now. Turn towards me. Cut the ring. And whoa for a second. The energy of a whoa. Good. Turn his nose. Up. Energy of a whoa. Just whoa. Good. So where we're going, tracking right. So let's face this way. Good. Come over to S. T, you're okay? Okay. All right. So halt. Give him a scratch. Gussie. And canter. Go. Outside hand down. Canter. Canter. Outside leg, outside leg. Nope. All right, let's change direction because I don't want him to end on, he just sometimes can't do it. But you can see when you first ask him, his head bobble. He's just struggling. Left turn. And canter. So now I feel like he's just not listening. So halt. Halt. Now ask him outside leg, canter. Give with your elbows. Canter. There you go. Drop your hands. Give him a little bit more rein. He's a big dude. There you go. Good job. Hands are even and steady, and your shoulder is lifted on this side. Toes towards his nose. Fix your stirrup. And trot, please. Posting. So the only reason I didn't let you keep going is because you're